it says that Gideon ben Yoash, the judge we like to talk about, that he also had a war of conquest. It was because they were attacked. That was a war against Amalek, by the way, Midian and Amalek. So one of the things is that he captured their kings alive, and he told his Bechor Yether, okay, you do that, you execute them for me, you pull the trigger. And what does it say about his son? So he was still a little bit young and squeamish, and he couldn't do it. And even the Midianite kings were like, boy, if you want to be a man, you have to learn to, do this type of thing. And it says Gideon himself showed his son, he executed them. Okay? Just like Shmuel Navi killed Agag. So this was fine, by the way. That's how you know that Shaul did nothing necessarily wrong. When Gideon and David HaMelech and Yehoshua capture the enemy kings who attacked Am Yisrael, and they make a big public spectacle of their executions, they're doing a mitzvah. But Shaul was held to a higher standard, no taking prisoners. He was the only one. So he didn't do that exact commandment. So he gave his son the chance to do this, and his son refused. So it shows you, if you want to be like a Gideon, okay, God's chosen deliverer, then you have to sometimes get over your youthfulness and your squeamishness. Too many Jews who are afraid to do these types of things, it's because, it's not right. Really, it's just cowardliness. They haven't understood that when God gives you the commandment, like a Samuel, you have to kill. You have to kill the head of Amalek. You have to do that. So even the Midianites themselves understood this. But that's all we see about Gideon's oldest son, Yether. Why is this significant? Because you then read the next chapter. What happened to Gideon's sons afterwards? It says that Gideon, he was basically a king in all but name. He refused the crown. But then said, he lived like a king. He had about 70 children, it says. And he even had some concubines. And like the Rambam says, concubine is only mutter to whom? A king. So if you hold like the Rambam, Gideon basically lived like a king. Because he gave himself. He was able to punish more Malchus, and he even had a concubine. His concubine, Shechem, had a son, Avimelech. Right? So after Gideon died, Avimelech came to first the Shechemites, those who were closely related to his mother, and said, that whole thing about not making my father king was a mistake. Maybe you should make me your king. Okay, instead of having my 70 brothers in charge, why don't you just make me king? And Avimelech basically committed fratricide. He killed all his brothers. Only his younger brother Yotham, the youngest son of Gideon, survived. That was Yotham. So what happened to Yether, the oldest son of Gideon, in all this? Basically, his inability to, pull the trigger shows that, and there were 70 of them. Avimelech was able to take out all 70 of his brothers except for one, including apparently the oldest brother, Yether. Why? Because they lacked the will. Okay, all it takes is one cruel individual to take advantage of those who are kind-hearted. Okay, so why you see that Yether's weakness, his initial weakness, which was noticed by his father and his enemies, was exploited by his evil brother. So watch out.